Stanislaus Martins is the head of head of growth and partnerships at Jumia Nigeria, and he's here because Jumia is today flagging off what you call the Black Friday, that time of the year when everything comes down. I look forward to it. I can't wait to get 50%. If Jumia gives me 100%, I'll take it. But I'm not sure Martins will agree to that. So everything comes down, as it were, on Black Friday. Good morning. It's good to have you. It's a good Friday. I don't mind starting this TGIF with you, which is okay by me. But if you start your Black Friday today, when does it end? Let's start from there so that I know how quickly I need to get in on these big offers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me. So for this particular year, what we're doing is every single Friday in the month of November is Black Friday. So starting from today at 12 midnight, we kicked off. And running all the way to the end of November, all Nigerians have the benefit of enjoying amazing discounts all through the month of November. So for us, it's Black Friday every single Friday of November.
In terms of the e-commerce business in Nigeria, how are you folks doing? How big is this market? Is it expanding? Are folks still as enthusiastic about shopping online, as it were, via Jumia, looking at the state of the economy, disposable income and all of that?
Absolutely, absolutely. On a month-by-month basis, we grow. And thanks to the mobile phone penetration in the country, we're getting more and more people coming to the Jumia website. The Jumia app is by far the best way to shop on Jumia, so we have a lot of Nigerians. The more they buy mobile phones, they're coming more online and shopping more online. And the convenience of shopping on e-commerce spreads across. So regardless of wherever you are in the country, in Lagos, Abuja, Kafancha, wherever it is, that's the benefit of e-commerce. You can benefit right there from your mobile phone.
How have you guys been able to do this over the years? You guys, the infrastructure are problems, as it were. There are logistics issues and things like that. How have you guys been coping? Folks say it's not so easy to do business in Nigeria.
It's not easy to do business. It's not easy to do business in Nigeria, but it's been 7 years. We've learned. We've continued to develop. Logistics is a big challenge, but we have a super dedicated logistics team, super professional, and we keep on getting better. So I mean, it's not easy to do business in Nigeria, obviously, but the business is not doing badly at all.
Looking at a Black Friday for last year and the one for this year, what's your outlook for this year's Black Friday sales period?
Yeah, so similar to last year, Black Friday is it's Black Friday every Friday. Last year, Black Friday set a really big benchmark for us, massive sales. And if you look at how we started off at 12 midnight today, it looks like this year is going to be significantly bigger as well. So yeah, it's if you're looking for awesome deals, this is the time to get your deals on Jumia.
So if you look at last year, maybe 2017 as well, what are folks really shopping for online? Give me an idea.
So by far, Nigerians are shopping for mobile phones, obviously. Still a no-brainer. Fashion, gadgets, electronics. We've actually begun to see growth in FMCGs and purchases of all kinds of products. I mean, you'd be surprised. People are buying kekes on Jumia. People are buying whatever it is you're buying, wristwatches. You can buy keke marwa on Jumia. You can. So many awesome deals, phones, wristwatches, gadgets, fashion, household appliances, electronics, the full works. Nigerians are getting them on
the whole 9 yards. But again, gadgetry comes first.
Gadgetry, fashion, home and electronics, yeah.
Any kind of demography here, if you're looking at who does the shopping? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, absolutely.
Housewives?
Absolutely. I mean, the convenience of e-commerce basically just makes it cut across. So if you're looking for convenience, you've got a mobile phone, you've got data, you can go online. So you're getting a lot of housewives coming and shopping groceries and shopping diapers and the likes. You've got students coming in and buying mobile phones and power banks. You've got guys in the offices as well getting new laptops, husbands getting TVs for their home. So basically,
I need a new suit. I've got a big event coming.
You're lucky.
In the next couple of weeks. So I need to update on this.
Not a problem. We have deals for you as
You
well.
sure about that?
Absolutely.
I got to get in on that. I just
Absolutely.
almost forgot to ask you if I'm going to get that discount. Just make that true and open. But again, the what, the why, and how Black Fridays, what's on grab? What's up for grabs this 2019 edition of Jumia Black Friday?
Okay, there's so much. So it started right from midnight all the way down to the 29th. And basically, every Friday is like the peak. But we're not leaving out Mondays to Thursdays and also the weekends. So for the Fridays themselves, you have what we call treasure hunts, where we are giving out things where people stand a chance of being able to get the super popular iPhone 11 Pro that's been a wave all over. The Max cost about 500,000 naira. But for treasure hunts, you'll be able to get it for just 1,000 naira. Now, the thing you need to know about treasure hunts is it's one item. It's hidden in a particular page on the site. If you go to the Jumia app now, you will find it. You'll find information about how to find it. So there's so many people looking
Where to find a $500,000 naira phone for 1,000 naira?
For 1,000 naira. Every Friday at 12 a.m. and also at 6 p.m., we're going to have one of those phones up for grab all through the month of November. We also have flash sales. So basically,
You guys are hiding. you folks want to hide such a very expensive thing somewhere.
Yeah,
so I've got to be online.
Absolutely.
Keep searching for it.
Absolutely.
If I find it, it's 1,000 naira.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
So our customers have been asking for it. They enjoyed it last year, so we brought it back again. So it's now even more than we did last year. So now for twice a day, every Friday, you stand the opportunity. Now beyond the treasure hunt, we also have the flash sales, where you get deals as much as 70% off. That's starting from 5 a.m. all the way down to 5 p.m. So there are deals.
I sleep most weekends. I don't know why you folks decide to make this. Because that's the time I don't have to wake up at 4:30 a.m.
So what I'm saying, the flash sales doesn't happen just on weekends. It happens Mondays
Mondays
to
to
Fridays.
Fridays as well.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. up to 70% off on some of the most amazing deals. And these deals have been made available by our partners, Microsoft, HP, brands like Uka, Rekit Benkiza, Samsung, Binatone, Nexus. All these brands have massively
10 a.m. to
discounted
5
price.
p.m. That's when housewives have a beat on some of us who are sitting live in the studio. This is 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm live here, and the only person who can do this search is my wife.
Awesome. Once you get off now, you want to call, I want to make sure she takes the best use of this opportunity.
No, you guys are almost unfair to men, you know? Those of us who are working men, I don't know how I'm going to go on there by now and get it. So I just go to look for something that I'm sure I can grab. You talk about where I can do this. This app, how does it really work? If I don't get you via app, where else do I go?
So you can obviously...
What else do I do?
I mean, you can obviously go to www.jumia.com.ng and grab the deals, but by far the best way to shop and enjoy the most awesome experience on Jumia, especially during this Black Friday, is on the Jumia app. You basically want to go to the App Store or to the Google Play Store, so Android or iOS, and you download the app. From there, you can browse through the entire catalog. You can see all our deals. You can... simply just add items to cart and check out. Super easy. A lot of these items are available on pay and delivery as well. So at times you don't even need to pay until we deliver the items to you.
Yeah, you're going to deliver. Are you making sure that you deliver on time? There is trust. What about being sure that what folks see online is what they get at their doorsteps?
I mean, like I said, we've been in this business for about 7 years, so we've learned over the years. It's always been an issue with e-commerce, but we've significantly improved on that. So basically what you buy, what you see on Jumia, what you buy on Jumia is what gets delivered to your doorsteps.
So how does Black Friday and what you do help small and medium enterprises and the bigger economy as a whole?
Yeah, so I mean, as we know, it's basically crunch time right now for Nigerians and consumers as well as businesses. And we feel this in partnership with, in conjunction with our partners, we think this window is a good opportunity for them to be able to get more mileage for their buck. So for this period, you can spend and get significantly more value from from it. And also for small businesses as well, we have about 12,000 small businesses participating for this in this Black Friday. So that's an opportunity for them to be able to sell significantly more than they would in any given month.
From midnight today, several thousands of folks will be swarming your websites via apps. So it's going to be a very big orange night as for Jumia. But again, so how do you deliver? Because you're going to be getting folks across Nigeria are coming in on your system. How do you, when all these others come in, how do you deliver them, considering the state of the roads that are not so good and all of that? How do you make sure that if someone is checking this in from Taraba State, wherever, will get the orders delivered on time?
Yeah, absolutely. So the entire Jumia platform is to a large extent fully automated. So we also have a dedicated logistics team, like I mentioned as well. So the minute the orders are coming, they're being attended to by the guys in the warehouse. So some of these items will be delivered on the road. Some of these items, because of how they have to be delivered, some of them will be going via air. So, I mean, there's a full logistics system that handles all that delivery. So the minute you order, we get to work immediately trying to ensure that you get the item to you fast, on time, all the time.
In terms of how the entire ecosystem works, what more would you folks want to see get done to help improve e-commerce business in Nigeria, make sure there's more businesses coming in? You folks are creating jobs at your own level within your own space within the economy. What more would you like to see done to help change the game of e-commerce in Nigeria?
I mean, a lot is already happening. Mobile phones significantly, that's where most Nigerians are coming online. The prices continue to drop on a yearly basis. Right now, you can get a 8K, 10K smartphone on Jumia. The more those kind of things continue to happen, you get more people coming online as well.
I'm thinking about some of the competition here. I'm sure you folks got an early start, as it were, on e-commerce in Nigeria. But again, the market is becoming competitive. A number of firms, other players are looking at, oh, look, this is 200 million odd numbers or so, 800 to 200 million. There's a whole lot of market there. The central bank, others are pushing for financial inclusion. There's mobile money with other telecom operators, so more people will have to do shopping online. Do you see market competition getting a bit stiff or stiffer here?
It's a massive, massive market, so there's opportunity for several players. One of the things that we are doing is we are actually still developing the entire ecosystem. So whoever comes on board now is still going to be benefiting from all the investment that Jumia has already put into the market.
As one pioneers.
Exactly. So to a large extent, there's room for other players to jump in. But by far, Jumia is significantly best positioned to take advantage of that market as well.
In terms of skill sets and quality of human resources that you have to deliver?
Well, I like to see Jumia as the University of e-commerce in Nigeria.
I like it. You want to get a license for that?
I don't see why not. So because we've been here for 7 years, we've learned so much, and we're actually contributing significantly to helping upskill the Nigerians. Because to a large extent, there's really nobody you can learn from what we're doing. So we're learning, we're documenting how we're learning. As more guys are coming in, we're getting them better equipped to do their own thing. If you look at it,
learning from your own mistakes,
exactly,
learning from your
exactly.
own, from how the situation develops.
Several of the guys that have worked at Jumia have gone out to go start super successful startups as well. I mean, I could name quite a lot of them, but I mean, they come to Jumia, they acquire the knowledge, they contribute their quota, then they go out and go do their own thing as well. I mean, that's what we.
And nobody's giving you credit for that yet. Quite like you said, it's a university, maybe more like an incubator. Maybe an entrepreneurship incubator.
Absolutely.
And folks just come in and say, wow, this is really good.
Absolutely.
And I think that is something that everyone will need. You need to set up businesses where you can actually, the bigger economy is benefiting. Even maybe the government doesn't really know yet that you folks are doing quite an amazing thing. 2020 is just around the corner. what will likely be coming? I'm sure, yes, you have a special Friday, which is the Black Friday, but again, on a normal day-to-day transactions and doing deals on Jumia e-commerce platform, what do I get?
Best prices, absolutely. A massive assortment of products, massive options, good quality products, and an absolutely fantastic shopping experience.
I like that there. I kept looking at that authentic product there.
Yes.
I think I like that. Authenticity and I think trust is one thing in e-commerce, because again, it's all online. So if what I get, if what I see is what I get,
Absolutely.
then that for me is the icing on the cake for e-commerce. That believability that yes, what I order for is what I get when I open the package. I think for me, that's what e-commerce, the first thing in e-commerce is just about that. Every other thing, pricing, whatever, I'll come after that. Thank you so much, telling us.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great Friday. I've got to let you go. At this point, it's midnight? Midnight. I need to set my alarm. It used to be 4:30. We're going to have to revise that before I get involved. That's talking about e-commerce, Jumia, big splash, starting today, Black Friday 2019. Get on the app, get on Jumia.com, and of course, you got the phone line there on your TV screen earlier. Be part of this Black Friday on Jumia.com. We'll be right back after the break. But before that, let's check in with Juliana Olayinka, my colleague from our London studios, today to talk to us about some issues in the street of the UK. Starting with the Bank of England, yesterday they decided to leave interest rate unchanged, 0.75%. So this is the morning after. Juliana, talk to us about this. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Bosun. Yes, well, the Bank of England, they upheld their majority decision by the policy committee to leave rates unchanged at 0.75%. That sent the sterling lower by 0.3% against the dollar. Sterling has actually fallen 12%, which is quite a significant number since the Brexit referendum in 2016. What observers are taking from the Monetary Policy Committee meeting yesterday is that surprisingly 2 out of 9 of the committee members did actually vote to cut interest rates, and they have actually agreed. They've all agreed. There's always been a unanimous vote since about 18 months. So the fact that 2 of them signaled they want change does seem to suggest that interest rates could fall in the future. Other takeaways from the MPC were the fact that, of course, the December 12th election may actually cause more uncertainty in the UK. Growth is slowing in Britain. And, of course, the Brexit paralysis is not good for the pound.
Let's stick with the financial services industry for today. This conversation is Friday. Why is Standard Chartered Bank cutting pension a package for some of the executives? And who's getting affected here?
Well, the UK Corporate Governance Code has always put pressure on big firms to try and keep bonuses and pension schemes for their CEOs and their CFOs similar to those of lower-ranked staff. And Standard Chartered, which is a kind of Asian-focused bank, this has really affected their CEO and their CFO. And what has been announced is that they'll be cutting the pension for these 2 bigwigs from 20% of their annual salary to just 10%. So their CEO, Bill Winters, will only be receiving £237,000 a year when he retires, which is 50% from over £500,000. Now, this has really been caused by their shareholders. Their shareholders were not happy, or at least a third of them, because they were saying that, this is absolutely ridiculous. They're already on big pay packets. So when they leave the job, why will we be paying more? So the 2 of them have agreed to that 50% pay cut once they leave.
Interesting. But there's some of these folks are part of the city traders, whether at Standard Chartered or any other big firms on your Market Street, and they said they want less working hours. Why? What would they want to do with their time? Because they're busy making money for their firms anyway and for themselves.
Well, this is quite an interesting story, and it's one that's been picking speed up in Europe, particularly in the UK, for the past couple of years. There have been so many surveys and suggestions that have been made that determine that you do get more out of your employees when they work less. So the London Stock Exchange, at the moment, they work between about 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. because they bridge between Hong Kong, which closes very early in the morning here, to New York, which opens much later. And they're saying that they want their hours to be about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. But I think with the city traders, what's really interesting is that we've had some really quite dark stories of traders just working way too many hours. There have been some suicides that have taken place in the city because these traders are literally just too stressed out. I think it's seen by everybody, even though they make a lot of money, that they are under intense pressure, and sometimes they take it too seriously. So lobby groups in London have been speaking to their counterparts on the continent, urging them to go ahead with these proposals. So it'll be interesting to see over the next couple of months whether or not this is taken into fruition.
Yes, I agree with you there, Juliana, because I just, what you said is just reminds me of the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. And that part of it is all about working long hours in this year. Thank you so much, Juliana. Let's leave it there for today. Thank you so much for coming through in the pursuit of money. Let's take a break.